Hello students, welcome to Business Environment and International Business Subject. This is a 4 credit paper, and in this subject we will be learning more about business environment and related topics, including the different aspects of the business. So in every economy, as you know, policies, regulations, then government bodies are there to monitor the activities of the business. Besides that, every business is working in an environment where they have to take care of various uh, people, including the customers, maybe the retailers are there, then manufacturers are there, the people who are supplying raw materials, so suppliers are there. Then there are regulatory bodies, so the regulations have to be followed, and the government tax systems. So there are various, people a business have to address. So this aspects we will be discussing in the 5 units. And in the first unit, we will have an introduction about the business environment. So basic concepts and elements of the business environment we'll be learning. Then we will also learn about the different types of environment, so including the economic environment, the political environment. Then we have also will be also discussing about the liberalization, privatization, and globalization, which also had a major role in the development of our economy. Then the second generation reforms which have been introduced in our country, industrial policy, the implementation of the industrial policy, then industrial growth and structural changes. So these are things which we will be discussing in the first unit. And coming to the second unit, we will be discussing about the legal and social environment of business. So as you know, legal environment requires various compliance of various rules of the government, including the environmental guidelines. So the business cannot pollute the environment in which it is operating. Also, the business have to protect the rights of the customers as well as the interest of the society. And also, there are various factors the business have to address, including the socio-cultural elements. Then this can also affect the business. So this we will be discussing. Then the CSR side of the business, the corporate social responsibility. Many of you have learned a little bit of this. So we'll be discussing all these concepts in the second unit. And coming to the third unit, we will have the nature of international business. So as in the title, we have two parts: business environment and international business. So fourth unit, we'll be discussing about the international aspect of business. So what is international business and what's the scope of international business? Then forms, trade drivers of international business. Then international business and domestic business is compared, and then participants in the international business will be seen. Then the evolution of international business. Then what's the reason for internationalization of business? And what are the different strategies of entering into the international business? Approaches, then theories of international business, mercantilism theory, absolute cost advantage theory, then comparative cost advantage theory, factor endowment theory. So different theories are there about the internationalization of business. Then the concept of balance of payment and the importance, components of balance of payment. So this forms the third unit. Coming to the fourth unit, we'll be discussing about the globalization of business, features of globalization, stages of globalization, then benefits, then pitfalls, and the globalization in the Indian context, then essential conditions for achieving globalization, then barriers in globalization, in that also in the Indian context. Then another two in the fourth unit, we have one more segment which we will be discussing about multinational companies. So the meaning, types, then FDI, FPI, and types of FDI and the benefits of having FDI. Then trends in India, what are the current trends in the FDI in India, so, and the FDI policies of the government. So these are forming part of the fourth unit. And moving onwards to the fifth unit, we'll be discussing more about the economic integration and export-import transactions or trade. So the integration between different countries. So then what are the different levels of integration? Then regional trading, then trading blocks, including the European Union, NAFTA, then APEC, ASEAN, SARC. So these different international trading bodies we will be learning about. Then the purpose of export trade, benefits of having export to the companies, and different types of export trade and procedure and steps and documentation involved in export business, and pricing in the case of export and import trade. There are many problems coming in the international trade. So there's then functions and service of export import bank, then India's recent Exim policy, then the General Agreement on Trade and Tariff policy, this that GATT agreement, WTO, the functions, structure agreements, and the implications for our country. So these topics we'll be covering in the fifth unit. So all the units will be spending 12 hours each, approximately. So this is a theory subject, and so you will have to learn more about. And for the exam point of view, we have to discuss in detail about these different aspects, international business and the environment of business. So the PDF books available will be sharing, and all the contents and lectures will be available in the LMS. So students are requested to go through the LMS periodically and make use of the other components. Other than lecture contents, we have some activities also prepared for you. So you should be going through that periodically, and soon after the completion of each lecture, we'll have to complete the lecture activities. So this will help us to understand that you have achieved, or you're also coming forward with us. So I think the topics and things which we are going to discuss in the subject are clear. So if at any point of time, if you have any questions or any detailed discussion needed on any of the topic, we will have discussions also in the class. So this is how I'm planning to move forward with this subject. So looking forward for all your cooperation and support. Hope you will also get, once you complete the course, you are expected to have some basic understanding about the global environment in which companies operate. So you can see the course outcomes and objectives mentioned in the beginning of the syllabus. So, and we should also learn about the barriers in international business, different theories about international business, and students should be familiar with the concepts, practices, and trends in the international business. And also you should be knowing the various environmental aspects of business. So points are clear. So we'll start the discussion in the next lecture. Thank you.